After round 5, the verdict is in. Welcome everyone. Matt Thompson alongside Match Review panel chairman Mark Fraser. A very busy show. We begin with West Coast Eagles skipper Darren Glass, who's been handed a 2-match suspension for engaging in rough conduct against Port Adelaide's Paul Stewart. It's been adjudged reckless, low impact and high contact. Mark, welcome. Talk us through it.
G'day, mate. Yeah, with this one, you can see the incident where Stewart gets rid of the ball and then Glass bumps him high well after he's handballed the ball. After speaking to the umpire, getting a medical and obviously looking at that vision, we deemed that it was a reckless act because he's bumped him well after the ball's gone and that there was a high contact there, so reckless charge.
Did you need the extra evidence to actually get this one along the line, over the line? Was the video kind of inconclusive, do you think?
It wasn't inconclusive. You see the head move, and so you see there is a high contact, but obviously with the umpire saying that he saw the contact there as well, it just adds weight to the evidence.
All right, Fremantle's Nat Fyfe has been charged with kicking Daniel Jackson from the Tigers, an unusual charge. This one, he can accept a 1-match ban with an early plea. This one's been deemed intentional, low impact and body contact.
Yeah, with this one, you see Fyfe and Jackson fall to the ground, and then Fyfe looks at Jackson and sticks the foot up and kicks him and contacts him just above the thigh there, and so we deem that worthy of a charge of an intentional kick.
Talking about kicking, it's an unusual offence. I can't remember one coming up, certainly in the recent past.
Yeah, in the years that I've been doing this, I haven't come across anything like this.
Yeah, and so it is a standalone charge, though it doesn't come under any other charges. It's a standalone charge of kicking, and on the face of it, it kind of has to be deemed intentional, doesn't it? It'd be difficult to kick someone unintentionally.
Yeah, with this one especially, yeah, you can see him look at the player and then kick out, so, yeah.
OK, Brad Helbig from the Tigers has been charged with standing on the hand of Dr. Daniel Pearce. Another unusual one, this one. It's a $1,200 fine, but down to $900 with an early plea.
Yeah, this is a strange one. We've had a couple of these in the past, but here you see Helbig tackle Pearce and then goes across and stands on his hand, whilst medically came back clear and there's not too much force in it. We think that's worthy of a charge of misconduct.
But to be clear, this is deemed a minor offence. I mean, there is a greater offence in this kind of category where he could have been charged with stomping if you've deemed it that serious, and that would have obviously led to points.
Yeah, if there's a significant amount of force, we've had those in the past as well. Stomping would be the charge that you could put him under, but with this one, we have charges like the melee and the wrestling and pinching, those sort of things. We think that's sort of in that category, so misconduct and a fine. All
right, Brett Goods from the Western Bulldogs has been charged with engaging in rough conduct against Josh Caddy. 2-match ban, this one with an early plea. Negligent, high impact and high contact.
Yeah, with this one, Goods comes through and contacts Caddy high with the bump. He had other options, obviously, to go for the football, and there's no circumstances outside of his control. So, unfortunately, Caddy was concussed with that hit, and so there's the high impact, so negligent, high and high.
Yeah, the important thing here, though, is it was only deemed negligent. It comes down to duty of care with this one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. We believe he's trying to do the bump correctly, but unfortunately has copped him high.
All right, also from the Doggies, Matthew Boyd can escape with the reprimand for striking Geelong's Joel Selwood. This one has been deemed intentional, low impact and body contact.
Yeah, with this one, Boyd swings the arm round and contacts Selwood, causing him to go to ground. He's obviously in a little bit of discomfort after that, and we think that's an intentional strike. So he continued to play the match, obviously, but yeah, enough force in that to warrant a charge.
Yeah, I think that one is pretty self-explanatory as we look at it just one more time there. Now, we have some head contact here, but you're saying that this is not a headbutt. It's Jamie McMillan of North Melbourne against Lance Franklin. He can escape with a reprimand with an early plea. Reckless, low impact and high contact.
Yeah, with this one, after the tackle, the players go to ground and then you can see McMillan gets up and pushes through his feet and his head gets thrust into Franklin's. He's not looking at Franklin. We didn't think it was a deliberate headbutt as such, but certainly contact is made to the head of Franklin with that action, and we think that's reckless.
All right, so you're saying it's not intentional and not technically a headbutt. Why exactly did you make that call, and was it a line ball call?
Oh yeah, we certainly looked at intentional as an option, but we thought he's not looking at the player. He's sort of pushing through his legs, so he hasn't actually thrust his head down into Franklin. He's sort of more pushed through his legs and the contact's occurred, so we think that's more reckless in nature.
All right, that's the explanation on that one. And it was also the start of a huge melee. 4 players charged from each team, fines totalling $12,300. Brisbane's James Polkinghorne has been charged with tripping Melbourne's Michael Evans. An early plea will see him escape with a reprimand. It's been deemed intentional, low impact and body contact.
Yeah, here you see Evans trying to run past, and unfortunately the foot's been stuck out there in a deliberate act to trip somebody over. So we think that that's worthy of a charge of tripping and can be potentially dangerous. There's enough force in that action for there to warrant a charge.
All right, and one final incident to look at. Billy Longer from the Lions charged with engaging in rough conduct against Demon Sam Blease. Negligent, low impact and high contact. He's been offered a reprimand for this one.
Yeah, from the video you see Blease kick the ball there, and Longer comes in and is met by a slightly late bump. We believe the bump's negligent, so he wasn't trying to do anything wrong there except lay a decent bump, but he has caught him high with that, and the medical showed that, as well as the video here you see the high contact. We believe there's enough force in that high bump to warrant a charge again.
So again, it comes down to the duty of care thing, doesn't it, with that one?
Yeah, absolutely. He's trying to lay the bump, albeit a little bit late, but there's only a step in it, and unfortunately makes the high contact.
All right, Mark, thank you very much as always.
No worries, mate.
Mark Fraser with us, the chairman of the Match Review panel. We have a full text report on all of this week's incidents here for you online. For now, from all of us at afl.com.au, it's goodbye.